Guess what I got? September ArtSnacks. Let's see what's in the box. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Candy. First up is the Cretacolor Aquagraph Colors Pocket Set of 6. Looks like these are watercolor pencils. Let's see what colors we got. Here. It looks like it's sort of misty forest, misty ocean, beach kind of colors, which is great because I love those colors. Oh, it looks like it's another Micron. Another Pigma Micron. This one is PN. Last month's was 05. This one is PN. King Art Original Gold Premium 2. It's I don't know if you can see or not. It's kind of bent there, but I'm sure that'll come out once it gets wet. And marker. Zig Memory System Brushables. It's a nice green. It says brush, but they don't seem to be very flexible. We'll see if that changes when I'm actually drawing with it. Let's get some swatches going here. The lovely sticker. Just to the side. Clearly I'm going to need some water. I'll be right back. Right. Let's start with the easy ones. It's got a very marker-like nib on it. Not a lot of variety on the line. Don't want to push too hard. It feels like I'm going to break it if I do. This does say that it is a water-based ink, so we should be able, if I can mash this up here, we should be able to spread that a little. Wow. I don't know if the camera caught it, but I could hear the bristles on the edge there breaking. the glue that they put in it to keep it shape while it was in shipping was not doing this brush any favors. Can you see that? See if I could focus that here. That's the brush. We'll see if that comes out with use or not. I suspect it won't. I suspect it won't because it's not a real bristle brush. Oh, and one's come out already. It's a synthetic bristle. Okay, so it's water-based ink, but it doesn't really spread very well when you use a brush on it. Let's try the other side, the lighter color. Well, it says it's supposed to be a lighter version of the same color, but it looks pretty much the same to me. Maybe a little less muted. Let's try the other way. Into the wet. Guess that's a little lighter. Doesn't really look at when they're separate from each other, but right next to each other, you can kind of see the difference. Let's take a look at these pencils now. Watch now as I am defeated by the plastic bag. Fold it over anywhere. Sure looks like it should be. Ha-ha! Wow, it's a good thing that they've got the color at the bottom here because it's really hard to tell on the lead for most of them. All you can see is warm or cool. That says it's blue. I'm pretty sure that is a gray graphite. I'm gonna do hard, soft, and then I'll come back and get water on all of them at the same time. Red. Not sure there is any universe where that qualifies as red. It is a warmer black. It's cold black, warm black. Okay, this had better have some serious action with the water because I feel like my leg's being pulled here. Like, these are just shades of gray. They're not even heavily teal. Okay, teal. Brown. Oh, look at how it. I'm not even really pressing that hard, but it's very powdery. And lastly, white. White actually looks like white. Hopefully, it looks like white on. Yep. I'll have to give that a shot on some colored paper. Let's see what I've got. Okay, see on the colored paper, that's nice and clear. Nice and bright. Okay, let's try a little water on these now. See what they do. There better be some massive color coming out of here, because I mean, look at the difference between this and that. I feel like somebody's pulling a prank on me. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm willing to eat my words. That's a lot more color than I would have expected. Green and green. Let's see if this is activated. Okay, so that's totally lost in that. Wow. White's not too useful over top of there. Let's see how it does over top of the marker. Again, not too visible. But let's find us some good paper, something that's not going to have too much grain, but it's not going to buckle from the water, and see what we can do with it. I gotta say, this one is kind of hard. I almost don't want to do this one because I like to have something really positive to say in these videos, and this month I really didn't like any of the supplies. Let's go through each of them and discuss kind of why it doesn't match my style. The first one up, let's make sure I'm saying these correctly. The Cretacolor Aquagraph Colors Pocket Set of 6. I like watercolor pencils, but these are not really watercolor pencils. They're graphite. And when you lay them down on the paper, they just look like graphite. They're just gray. They're shades of gray. Then when you put the water over them, I mean, you can go back and look. When you put the water over them, they didn't really have a lot of color either. And, you know, I guess that's okay if that's what you're going for. But I couldn't even, I wanted to do kind of an atmospheric background, foggy kind of thing. And they just don't spread well enough for that. And the colors are too even. Even when you press down really hard or go really light, there's not really a lot of variation in the colors. So, I mean, they'll get used. I can think of times where I'll use these where, like my normal knot work in between the knots. I normally try to go for a darker shade. So, I mean, they'll definitely get used. But they're not something I would have bought for myself. The second thing on the list is the Sakura Pigma Micron PN pen. And it took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that PN means plastic nib. And it was not, I mean, it went on smooth. It was okay. It didn't have even as much give as the regular Microns that I use. It's waterproof. It did seem to be actually waterproof. Not all pens that say they're waterproof actually are. So it'll get used. But again, it's not one I would have bought for myself. Third on the list was the marker, the Kuretake Zig Brushables Double-Ended Marker. This was the best of the lot. The color was pretty true. I didn't think they were really that much lighter and darker, and the nibs are not that different on either side. But it's nice, and it went on very even, but it didn't blend at all. Some people like markers. Some people work with them a lot. They use alcohol or whatever. That just seems like a lot of work to me, and just for me personally, not a hit on markers in general or anybody else who uses them, but for me personally, I don't really like the feel of using markers. It makes me feel like I'm in 3rd grade again. And that is not the feeling I'm going for when I'm creating art. It'll get used. I like the color. I like the shade of green. So it will definitely get used. I'm just not sure where. And I definitely, again, would not have bought this one for myself. And the last piece in the box is the King Art Original Gold 9930 Series Golden Taklon Brush Oval Petal Size 2. So it's a synthetic brush to start with, so I was expecting it to be a little iffy, but some of them are very nice, and I've gotten some very nice ones through ArtSnacks, so I was willing to give it a shot. It didn't really... It kind of felt like using those stiff brushes from, again, like from childhood, when you're using that like $3 set that you got at the dollar store. It kind of felt like that. I was just like at the page and didn't really have a lot of great control of where the water was going. Luckily, the materials didn't require me to have a lot of great control, because they didn't react with the water very well anyway. But the biggest thing against this brush is not ArtSnacks' fault. Let's see if I can get this here so you can see the brush. Like, it came out of the box that way, but I could not for the life of me get it to straighten out. I tried wetting it down. I tried doing like holding it, went back. I tried setting something on it and letting it dry with something on it. And it's very thin at the edges and very thick at the center, at the base, and it just feels like they shaved it here. It just was not fun to use. It picked up a lot of water, but it didn't control it very well. I might just cut the end off of it to get rid of that bend. But I'm sure it'll get used. But again, I wouldn't normally go buy a synthetic for myself. So this month's box was ironically a wash. And I say ironically because a wash is what I couldn't get out of the materials. But that's okay. I'm not going to like every box. And some boxes are better than others, and that's normal. Everybody's got a different preference on it, and it can't always be just stuff that I like, because then there would be other people who never get anything that they like. So hopefully next month is better. It's going to be the Halloween box, so should be lots of treats in that one. Hopefully there's no tricks. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and put a link in the comments to your artwork for this month if you've got the ArtSnacks box or any of the other creative boxes. See you in the next video. Let's try to do that in order. Oh my God, that brush. Oh my God. Sakura, Pigma, Micron, PN, pen. What is the difference between, PN, plastic nib. Of course it is.